Early this morning, more than a dozen gunshots sent people in a north side apartment complex scrambling for safety. Someone opened fire at the Aribe apartment complex on Blanco overnight. Alyssa Tellez joins us now. Alyssa, was anyone seriously hurt there?
No, Nicole, thankfully no one was injured as a result of those gunshots. SAPD tells us it happened at around 10:30 Sunday night, with 15 gunshots being fired from the parking lot of that apartment complex. And SAPD tells us that those gunshots did end up hitting an apartment complex building with residents inside. SAPD tells us they don't know why those shots were fired, nor do they have information on who those shooters might be. Now, investigators did arrive on scene. They began collecting shell casings for that investigation. That is all the information we have at this time. Reporting from San Antonio, I'm Alyssa Tellez, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.